Morgan, which would be
I'd be shocked. Insane. That's what I'm
That'd
saying.
Be
like
crazy.
But that's a winning move. Like things like that are winning moves.
But if someone takes a shot at Morgan, then it's over.
That's the game.
Yeah.
Easily. And if I were Morgan right now, like, and Morgan's a gamer, so she's thinking about this. And one of the things I always respected about Morgan, and one of the reasons I was aligned with her on day one, was because she thinks through everything from 10 different angles to figure out what the impact and the outcome of a move will be. And I think that means she has to be considering putting Vince up, because she understands that it's not just putting up your ally and sending him home. It's not even that you wouldn't beat him final two, because she would. Do you want to put somebody in the final HOH with you that can potentially beat you in that comp? And I don't think, like, I love Ashley, I love Ava. If you just look at the last few weeks in comps, Morgan's going to win the final HOH if she's against Ashley and Ava. Likely, right? I think don't underestimate Ashley, especially if it's Morgan and Ashley in that final part where they're doing the questions, you know, like the scales or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you should never underestimate Ashley. Ava, love her. She ain't going to win it. Like, you know, love the girl to death. So you want to bring people with you that are going to lose that final HOH, giving you all the power, taking you to final two. So why would you take Vince? You know, is loyalty that big? Taylor, what would you do?
Vince took her out, like, that would be also insane. If one of them takes
I would lose.
Either one.
I would. Oh my god, no! I can't even pretend to imagine that scenario. It cannot happen.
If Vince will, I don't think Vince will have the opportunity to take
for his game, but I could not. I would have to go on a road trip with a car that I don't have to touch grass elsewhere. And also, I love, Jimmy, that you referenced that final comp being the scales, because Morgan has so many parallels to Vanessa, and that's the one that.
I was going to say Morgan so.
Yeah.
Well, Vanessa was one of my favorite players of all time. And I saw a lot of that in Morgan from the get-go. Hell, again, I had two alliances with Morgan by day 3. I was like, this girl is something. And I do think it's her game to lose at this point, right? And
for sure.
I think if she's smart, she needs to realize that taking out Vince clears her path, really, as long as she doesn't fuck up in the final HOH, to win. But if she doesn't win the final HOH, Ava and Ashley are going to take each other, because it's kind of a toss-up, jury vote-wise, between Ava and Ashley. And I think Will, ironically, is the deciding vote between the two of them.
That'd be interesting. I do think Morgan's more so considering that Vince is a solid... She knows she beats Vince. Vince knows that she beats him. Vince will take her. It's kind of, at that point, when you get to the end game, it's more about who do I have more faith in getting in those final 2 seats next to? And so would it be a big move if Morgan evicted Vince? Yes. And do I believe more that Morgan has the ability to win the power to decide who to sit next to in final 2? Yes. But I would rather have the person next to me, or a person going into final 3 with me, that I know will also take me, so that I'm not banking that type of luck on something happening. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Taylor, how did you feel going into Final 3 on your season? Like
that man fucking walk.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I remember watching it and thinking, like, one of the coolest parts about watching your season, Taylor, was watching you defy the odds from literally week 1 through the finale, right? And I think that was such a cool story, and I think you winning was the right thing to happen. But were you surprised that you ended up in those final 2 chairs over the other guys in the top 3? Like, were you surprised when you ended up there, and were you surprised when you ended up winning? Because to me, it seemed like you should have won, but you seemed really surprised when you did win.
Because I thought I had a shot. I believed in myself enough to tell the story of my game in a way that was compelling.
Oh, you mean in the best final 2 speech ever?
You're sweet. And I also, I believed in connecting with the jury and the work that I intentionally put in with the jury throughout the time leading up to that final moment. But patriarchy is a hell of a drug. And I felt like the odds to overcome the history of comping out, being the
Oh, I think we lost her.
Did we lose Taylor?
Dang, I was so invested in that.
I know, I was like, where is this going, Taylor?
Hello?
Taylor Turner popped up behind her and said, stop talking.
Someone said CBS shut her down.
They finally got to our live.
Yeah. No.
Bye, Taylor. That was a really interesting story.
Damn, we were almost there. I was like,
She probably got the puzzle piece and didn't complete it.
someone said Grodner pulled up.
And leave Allison out of this.
CBS said, shh.
They said, you need to stop talking about that. No, but it's always so interesting, right? Because, like, I don't know. What were you thinking about? Because, Leah, you were first to go in the double eviction, right? Sitting next to Angela.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you were on the block? Like, did you know you were going home next to Angela? Or did you think you actually had, you had a shot to stay? Like, what was your...
Oh, I knew that I felt so calm, like, when I was packing my bags, and, like, that alone let me know that I was going. Oh, but I do want to, whenever she reconnects, I want her to tell her story.
Yes.
Well, I've, like, told everybody I'm a dead man walking, and to the point where I kind of believed it myself, because, again, I believe in the drug that is patriarchy more than a woman's ability to tell a story. And
Sure.
I knew if Monty felt like I was a layup win and I got to that final two seat, like, I could at least advocate for myself. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted to be able to, like, I can do this. Like, we got this. I can get there. And so when it happened, I still wasn't sure, because I wasn't sure if Kyle and Alyssa would vote the same way, if they would go for Monty. I wasn't sure if, I was positive Terrence was never going to vote for me. I knew I had Michael and Brittany, but even then I was like, is Michael going to respect Monty's game more than me? So it felt like a toss-up, and honestly I thought it would be a win 5-4 either way. So, I was like, I got a speech, and I'm going to give this everything. And I did. And I think what almost kind of bummed me out, this is so silly, but Monty played a good game. Yeah. Monty played a good game.
Monty played a great game, yeah.
That would win any season.
Yeah.
And be a well-respected win. A respected win. And I remember when he was answering the questions, the jury Q&A, I was like, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, you could really go hard and advocate yourself, like, sell your game, because it's a good game. Yep. And so for me to go up there and kind of be at a disadvantage numerically, but just knock him out of the water and all the questions, I could see that the light fading from his eyes a little bit. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was like, let's just knock this out the park with the final speech and see how it goes.
Did you feel that in the moment? Like, did you feel that you were dominating during the jury Q&A?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, like, I like a sparring partner. Like, I like someone who's going to be mentally stimulating and sharp and witty. And I expected that of him. And so when he just kind of flatlined, I was like, damn, well, I might have it in the bag, guys.
And maybe he was too confident going into it and then realized, like, later that obviously that wasn't the case.
Yeah, and I definitely had an advantage not doing the final three, part 3 HOH, because Monty spent that entire week or however many days prepping for that last competition. I took all that time prepping for a speech, analyzing my game, thinking about my game, memorizing my speech in bullet points and not specific words. So, yeah, things worked out the way they should have, but there's so many different points where, like, patriarchy should have won on my season. I think I won despite everything that happens in a season of Big Brother.
That's what makes it good, though. Like, that's what makes it the best.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the twists and turns. Like, people, I've seen a lot of people even this season saying certain things like, even my eviction or Rachel's eviction or et cetera. Maybe they didn't work out the way people necessarily wanted at the time, but it's been interesting. Mm-hmm. It hasn't been unanimous votes every week, knowing what's going to happen. Boring Thursday episode, like, and so sometimes I don't know when the fans get what they want. Sometimes they don't love it.
Right? Yeah. They're never happy with it though, and like that's the truth. Like, there is nothing that they'll be happy with, and until the end, like, they're always going to have something to say.
Always.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like, I do look at this season though, and I'm biased. But I do look at this season, I look back on it, and I'm like, I am proud of the fact that it was far from a boring season. You can't call BB27 boring.
Right.
No, I think this is definitely one of the best of the 20s for sure.
Oh, and even being a part of it's been a blast. Like, we had so much fun in that house, and you never knew what was going to happen. And, literally, I mean, especially people would say this is the season of allies turning on allies, but in a way, it made it interesting. Like, you never knew, like, even my week, you thought Mickey was going to put up Catherine. I think the narrative showed in the episodes that Catherine was going up, and then plot twist, like, here I am. And what's crazy? I had a dream when I was in the house at the top when Mickey took over HOH that I was sent home under Mickey's HOH, and I was telling people about that. And Rachel was first up like, you should shut up about that. But I was like, I don't know why, I just had this weird sneaking suspicion. So in a way, I always think there's some sort of universal like connection. Like, I do think that was supposed to happen, Taylor. I think you were supposed to win, right? Like, I think these things happen the way they're supposed to, for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And I'm always excited to see what that ends up being for a variety of different people. And, even like Amazing Race this season. Can't wait to see you win Amazing Race. Double winner.
Now I'm trying to keep all my CBS jobs.
We can't wait to watch. Don't comment, Taylor. I am rooting. Leah, I was disappointed to not see you on Amazing Race, though. I really did think you'd be on too.
I know. They asked me, and I was like, no, thank you.
Is there a reason you didn't?
They wanted me to go with my sister, and like my sister is like deathly afraid of heights, and like she was just like, there's no way on God's green earth. And they were like, well, what about your dad? And I'm like, oh. And then if you guys knew me, like, you would know why I said no to my dad. So then I was like, okay, love this, but at the end of the day, like, I just didn't really want to like bring any of my family into the reality TV space because like it was hard enough for them to like sit and defend me. Like, my dad has like never had social media in his life, but whenever I went on to Big Brother, he made a Facebook account and was like going and being like blah 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 blah, and it's like, yeah, and just like defending me and stuff. And I just don't want them to like have people digging into their private lives and saying stuff about them, because I know that I can handle it and I'm tough, but like I didn't want to put them through it. But if they let me do it, I told them if they let me do it with Angela, or if they let me do it with like a friend, then I probably would have, but mostly I would like to do it alone. And then look, there's Danny in my chat. She said I would have to be unconscious to be pushed out of a plane.
Okay, but what you said is kind of like, I'd like to do Big Brother, but I'd like to have my phone.
Bah.
I mean, no. I mean, I would love to. I would do anything else. I would do Big Brother again. I would do just about anything again. But it just was the fact that I had to bring a family member that I couldn't do it.
Noah said our former Big Brother players in the call. Also, wait, it didn't have to be a family member.
They told me that it did. Like, they wanted that connection for me.
Oh.
But I know.
Did you talk?
What'd you say?
Did you talk that everybody thought Angela's daughter was you?
I know, so funny. I know, and everybody thought that in the house too. They're like, "Leah's Angela's daughter." I'm like, "No, me and Angela are just besties."
I mean, there was a part of me that I was like, as a viewer, I was like,
right.
You guys were giving relative vibes for sure.
I'm dead. I love her.
No, Angela's an icon. It was so fun playing Mafia with her.
So Colleen, The Amazing Race comes on Thursday night after Big Brother.
Taylor? What time?
10, right? Doesn't it come at 10?
Didn't you know what time your show airs?
I really don't. Because I watch.
You're trying to get the CBS drops, right?
I catch the. I'll watch on like the CBS feed or the East Coast feed. So I'm kind of like, I watch on that time, not my time.
Real. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a fun season. Like the casting is phenomenal. Like I'm looking forward to it. And finale is also right around the corner, and like that's also. How did y'all deal with y'all seasons ending? Well, y'all actually left the show, so never mind. That's not a good question, because I'm over here like, it's weird that the season's ending, because it feels weird that this thing that you've put all your energy into for like months is just like over. Yeah. And then you're like, now what do I do? You know what I mean? Or what, like, and it feels, it's weird, because like without having the episodes, it almost feels like there's something missing, right? Or without seeing your people, you know what I mean?
It kind of takes a while to adjust, especially, I mean, like, I know Derek's working, but Taylor also she was in the
I'm sorry, I'm here. I'm almost done. I'm so sorry.
But
I'm
no, it's okay.
screaming.
But
It's
both
fine.
of them and me have
Sorry, I
something.
was talking to Aja. I'm so sorry.
None of us like have the experience that you do of being like a pre-juror. Like that's way different because for us, we just like get thrown out into the wolves. And even us jury members like literally get thrown out into the wolves, and like that's the first time that we're interacting with anyone. So it's really crazy. I mean, just now, like up until it's been literally a year, and I'm just now starting to like feel kind of normal and like place it in getting back into my routine. But it wasn't an easy adjustment for me. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, it was like really crazy. And like the fact that it had already been out was also crazy because I have friends in reality TV, but like they would be like, oh yeah, well, you know, my show comes out in a year or whatever. And for us, it's like, it's already over whenever we get out. So it's weird.
That's the crazy part, right? Because I think a lot of that's a really interesting thing, right? Because when you film a show and it airs in a year later, you have a year to kind of gear up and kind of plan for the best way you want to utilize that opportunity, whatever that means for the individual. With Big Brother, it's like, when the second the show's over, it's like, well, there's new shows going on. You know what I mean? So it's feels like a different thing in a way because it's not like it feels so long, but in a way, it's a much shorter period of time that you're kind of like in the window. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's all live and aired. And I mean, I already know that a lot of the house guests are going to come out and they're not going to understand the concept of the live feeds and not understand. Oh, and I know that like there's been people. Even I know Haley made a video recently talking about how well we're briefed on the live feeds, but I'll tell you right now, I had no idea to the extent of which everything was being shown, because I remember even someone from, you know, the inside told me, oh, well, yeah, well, basically they'll cut it if they see someone getting undressed, or they'll cut it if they see like this and this, and that does happen, but there's a lot more shown than what I anticipated, because I heard they're like, oh, you know, most of the time it's like people walking between rooms or whatever the case may be. For me, though, I wasn't really scared about that. I was actually happy that a lot of the live feed stuff was shown, because I feel like that actually, if without that, I feel like people wouldn't have gotten to know who I really was.
That part. I feel like the amount of times I've met people that are like, I hated you on the show, but I loved you on the live feeds.
I agree with that. I just wish that they would also edit that into the show. I agree. I definitely hate how the live feeds don't edit a lot of shit, because someone like me who was a jokester was also manipulating and strategizing, but I got the entertaining, hi everyone, it's Big D, let's play Big Blue Couch. Like, that's all I got. So yeah, I do agree with that. And yeah, they should have left all my fucking shit in there, but they don't have time. They edit the show to who they want to set up to make it look like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but stars of the show. Just how it is.
You're always a star in my eyes.
Oh, Leah.
But
I'll even back you guys up with this. Like, even I got a lot of feeders being like, oh my god, we love Taylor, and people that just watch the episodes being like, oh my god, I can't stand Taylor, she's so annoying, you know? And I say this is probably the house guest that came out. I think I can confidently say I probably am the house guest that came out the most beloved.
For
like,
sure.
You know? And so I say that to be like, even with like this high pedestal that I was put on, you still get the same effect. And so if that's what I was getting, I can't even imagine how intense it is on a different level, you know?
What is it like for you guys when you're in Sequester? Well, first off, this cat is like on my finale outfit, and I'm like, you need to get up.
Aw.
I'm like, baby, you need to get. He loves fashion too. What was that like when? Because what, you leave the house, they finish filming finale, and it's like, here's your phone back. Goodbye. Like, go to the hotel, get ready.
Oh, not even. So, and I'll say from my perspective,
for the top three, it's different, so she'll have a different.
Leah probably has what you.
Okay, well, no, I'm interested in both. So, Leah, tell me about what it's like as a juror, and then Taylor, I'm interested in top three, what that's like for you guys.
Well, for me, it was, you know, we finished filming, we all go back into, like, the kind of sequester that you go into for the post, the exit press. And basically you're there, and you're waiting, honestly, a decently good time for your phone, because everyone's waiting for their stuff, and you're there with you're all in a building, but all in individual rooms. And I was waiting a decent amount of time, and I just remember, like, my production assistant. Like, I was just like so emotional throughout the whole entire experience, but my PA was just, I just love her down. And also the stylist for everyone, which we all know and love. And she came, I just remember her coming in and I was just like so emo, and she was like telling me, she's like, Leah, I just wanted to let you know that you were so fun to watch, like, and whatever. But we get our phones, and then after you get the phone, which is a little bit longer than you probably would think, then it's like so weird because you're like, what is this device? Like, and I don't even remember how to use this thing. And then after that, you're kind of shuttled over to hotel, and then you're in that hotel room, and then they kind of talk to you for a little bit of time. And some people have more press that day. I had an interview with the Pittsburgh News the next day at like 5 in the morning, so I didn't even sleep. But we go into the hotel, and then they kind of brief you, and then you're just like sent out, like I said, to the wolves. Okay, well, guess what? Now you have tonight in the hotel, whatever, you can do whatever you want, and then you kind of start talking about after parties and whatever, but you never get to hear about that before. Even in jury, like, you're obviously not allowed to tell you about like what kind of parties and stuff are going on. Like, there is one, and everyone knows about it, but you don't know where you're going or what you're doing. And then you also have to figure out, like, where am I staying after this? If you do decide to stay in LA, you have to figure it out like right then and there. So it's like a lot of that kind of weird planning.
Go ahead, Leah. That's how you break it down, girl, because they don't know. It ain't like how they think it is. The production's like, here's one, maybe two, 1.5 nights. You figure out where you're going to stay, but we will send you back home. So what day do you want your plane ticket to send your ass back home? But we're not paying for you.
Yeah.
That was okay. You know what is crazy about that is, so I'm staying with my friend Ryan on Friday and then Monday and Tuesday because production knows the hotel for the middle part. Mm-hmm. And they were like, I was like, so like I assume the car can pick me up whenever y'all were gonna fly me in on Saturday. They go, no, we'll pick you up at 4 p.m. I'm like, y'all had me initially flying in at 10 a.m. and said you pick me up from the airport. And now they're like, no, we'll pick you up at 4 from wherever you are. And I'm like, that is so funny. Like, anyway, you always just plan and figure it out. But I'm like, that is.
It's just crazy. Even in jury, like, it was like, I actually the house that I'm living in now is the house that I came in right after the show, and I couldn't. They wouldn't even let me call my friend like the night before finale to see if I could like. I was like, well, can you text them and say like, hey, can Leah stay there? I didn't know where I was going to be going until literally like after I got my phone and everything back after finale. Like, they don't let you do any planning. Like, you're just kind of like, all right, well, I guess I'll just, who knows?
Facts. That part. It's crazy. So you gotta hope that your like what we did after our finale, our whole entire cast got an Airbnb. Like, somebody took charge and was like, hey, we're gonna get an Airbnb, we can all split it or whatever. And then somebody got an Airbnb for all of us, so we stayed a couple of days. And then, of course, all of us end up, half of us end up living at Todrick's, okay? So, I mean, we had the luxury of that. So I feel bad when people did not have the Todrick experience.
That's why I'm like, did they have to cast Todrick on the show? Like, because...
And it fucked us up. Like, we were so I thought we were invested in Taylor. Baby, we were dragged to Todrick. To the point that... what's her name? Melly Camp. What's her name? The housewife from Beverly Hills. Teddy. She attacked me and Hannah.
Wait, what?
Yes, we were.
I understand attacking you.
I don't think I've ever told this story. Wait, I don't think I ever told this story.
No.
I've never heard this.
Have Xavier pay. I know Xavier should have paid for the Airbnb, but he didn't. No, because Xavier didn't even stay with us.
And he wouldn't have had a check yet.
Bougie. Xavier was too bougie for us.
And he wouldn't have had a check yet in defense of the winners.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Taylor, how long did it take to get your check?
It takes like a good
while.
A while. I will say this: if we got out, I didn't get my check until probably 2 weeks later, or like a week and a half, like a week later when I got home.
Oh, well, that's not the craziest thing in the world, I fear.
But yes, the winners don't get your check until you, because they're going to send your check when you're officially home, because they don't want us to spend it based on what happened to what's it called, who blew all his money in Vegas on Candy and White Girl. Okay, let's put it like that. So they don't.
Wait, I heard that was tea. Anyway, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe I'm spilling too much. Anyway, but
that's public knowledge.
That's what I thought.
That is public knowledge. We talked about it in the house.
So what happens is like when we went back out for Todrick's finale. That's when I stayed at Todrick's house for the first time, and I stayed there for a week. Fuck yeah, I did. Okay. This is all before Taylor season. Okay. So then, we're at the bar, and she comes over to us. Whatever her name is, Teddy.
Mellencamp comes over to you and starts, no.
Me and Hannah, and she's like, "You guys cheated, and I can't believe you guys cheated. You helped him in this game. I heard him on the phone with you, motherfuckers. I can't." Me and Hannah are like this. Whoa.
Huh?
We're like, what the fuck are you?
You're like, Andy and the camera's not here, I fear. Chill out.
Right. I'm like this. I'm like, what the fuck?
What phone is she talking about?
I guess she's trying to say, and I don't know how Celebrity Big Brother is. Maybe Todrick was talking to, and I don't think he was, but she was making it seem like he was able to pregame. Like we taught him how to play the game of Big Brother before he got there and all this other shit. And because we were staying with him, she's like, "You're living in his house. You helped him play the game. I heard him in production, talking to his people at the house. Which was you, motherfucker?" Me and him are like this.
Do they not realize that you can also watch the show?
I said, I don't know you, lady. But bitch, back the fuck up. And that's not true. You don't know me. I don't know you. Get out of my face. And don't yell at me and Hannah like that. And that's why that bitch is dealing with what she's dealing with now.
I don't know anything about this person.
I'm not. No.
No comment.
No. This guy here putting hexes and curses in the world.
Oh, Tommy's here in chat. He said, Tommy's here in chat. He said Todrick was such a big fan. He played Real Big Brother on Celebrity Big Brother season. That's honestly a real statement. He played Real Big Brother on Celebrity Big Brother. That's
real. Yeah, that was fun.
Real. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Todrick. I know he did some things, but Anyway, allegedly.
Come on,
back to the finale night experience, Taylor.
Yes.
To address.
Yeah, so top 3. Sorry, I'm like moving because I'm making my bed. Because I like to get into a made bed every night.
Taylor's was definitely way more intense because she was
a
player. She was the first black woman. So it was like, baby, it was like Beyonce, her night. Okay.
Well, Taylor is Beyonce, so at least she got the respect she finally deserved.
Okay, all right. Now look, I love her, but don't give her that much.
Okay, come on. Do you know what a joke is, or do you want to pull a Carolyn on me?
You know what? It's not a Carolyn. I can't wait to Taylor sees Carolyn. Leah, what was your thoughts when that happened?
Wait, what did you say?
Jimmy versus Carolyn.
No, we don't need to do all that again.
Oh, I'm not going into this.
I'm not here.
I need the clips.
I'm not here for that.
It was really something special.
Wait,
so
Taylor, your finale night experience. Speaking of something special.
Yeah, you walk out, boom, confetti, woo, tears, yay, it happened. And then I don't think about that moment often, and when I do, it's like I just get transported right back to it. That was cool. Like feeling that confetti field fall down that was a really cool moment. And then they line us up for AFP, announce AFP. I was like, holy shit, how? What is happening? They bring my mom and grandma out for like 2 seconds. They get us squared away. They walk me to a dressing room on the lot. They bring me like a salad and a bottle of water, like a prepackaged salad and a bottle of water. And they go, "This is your dinner." And I was like, "I can get some hot chicken or something." Like,
yeah, baby, a salad. I know they say you're skinny, girl. Where's the waist? But I'm like, give me a burger.
Give me a burger. I can get some In-N-Out or something. But
right,
it was like a prepackaged salad. I think it was chicken Caesar, like some spring salad. Yeah, prepackaged. And I didn't even have like adrenaline is so high. I didn't even have an appetite.
Yeah.
Handler the whole time. The handler couldn't tell me anything about what was happening in the world, and I was like, what's going on? And she was like, can't tell you anything. Sorry. I sat down.
Are you sitting down? Are you in the little rooms on the lot?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So those dressing rooms that they keep you in before you actually move into the Big Brother house.
Talk about like declining momentum a little bit, because you go from being on the stage and the cheering and the fans and the people I'm like, all right, Kayla, come on. They probably take your mic off and they pull you into the holding room, and you're like, here I am in this beige ass room.
It's a very beige room. You're back in the very beige room. And so, you're sitting in there, and God, just what a so you sit in there, and then you have a Zoom call with your entire cast, and it's basically like the executives are on the call, your cast is on the call. At least it was a Zoom call because we were still at COVID season.
Oh,
so your entire cast and the executives are on the call, and basically it's like, we encourage you all to support each other. You're the only ones that experience this together. Like, don't dog each other. Da 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 da. Try to be good to each other. And then everybody else is free to go except for the final three. We were in different rooms. Then you have an exit interview with the psychologist. You have an exit interview with CBS media and PR. All the administrative stuff that you go through. It's just checking in on you. We're here for you to be resources. All the things that they need to say and do. And then I had maybe 15 minutes, and my mom and grandma came in, said hi, hugs, hi and bye. They took them off the lot and back to the airport, not the airport, to the hotel. And then I was in interviews for the rest of the night, and the interviews were just it was fun. It was a fun celebration. It was a really, really fun night. Interviews go through. I'm on the lot. It's probably midnight at this point. They take me from the lot to the hotel. They then give me my phone back at the hotel. They don't give me my charger, and I was like, I give you your charger. They're like,
sorry, it's midnight LA time, and you're just getting your phone back.
Yeah, for me, yeah, because I had to do all those interviews.
Wow.
It went late. It went really,
finale
really late.
wraps. It's what? Finale's an hour or 2 hours?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I was there real late. Real late.
And we were waiting for, and let me tell you something, we were all waiting for Miss Taylor at Todrick's house. I said that, I'm really honest with you. I was like, she's a bad bitch. I like her, but she's not gonna make me miss my flight to Philadelphia. She better get her ass here now.
Hello, for real, real. And so they took me back to the hotel. They give me my phone, and then that is when they told me that I had to pick out an outfit for the next morning because I had to do the talk the next morning because the talk was still a talk show at that point. And they said, you cannot leave this room. You cannot go out. I know a lot of people are going to be reaching out to you. You cannot go out and party. You must stay here. And I was like, okay. And so I got my phone, put on the charger that they eventually gave back to me, called my best friend who was in town. She coordinated with Joseph, and the two of them came up to my room, and we said hi, hugs, cried, super excited. And they were like, there's a party at Todrick's house. And I was like, okay, let's go. I took cardstock and I slid it into my door where the lock is so I could just push the door. So, because they take your key card so that you can't go in and out the room. So I put the cardstock in the door so I could push it open.
So they didn't want you to go to Todrick?
They didn't want me going anywhere. They wanted me to go to bed.
They expect you to win and just go to bed?
Because I had to go to the talk the next morning and we were still COVID testing everything. My COVID appointment was at 6 in the morning, and so they had a wake-up call scheduled for me at 5 in the morning. So they were like, take your ass to bed. I said, I'm gonna go out.
You said, this is my one night a year, I'm gonna stumble to the bar.
Exactly. And so we snuck out, we called an Uber, we got to Todrick's house, and man, I'm so sad you guys won't know this, because walking up those giant stairs,
My God.
into a sea of people.
Taylor, it was great. I couldn't believe that we fit all those people in their house. I was like, there's no way. Even when we came out, it was maybe packed, but not like that. That was a whole nother level. And actually, wait, I don't think I saw you.
No, you were already at the airport at that point.
See?
Yeah.
How early was your flight, Derek?
It was like 5 or 4 or something like that, and I had to be at the airport at a certain time. And I don't play when I'm in a different state, especially LA.
Why did you leave so early?
Because we were there to do the recap of the season on stage, and then I already had my flight booked to leave at that time because Big Brother was only putting us up for a certain amount of time. I told you what they say, 2 days, okay. 2 nights, and I was like,
they sent out an email to the cast this season. They said, we appreciate y'all want to be in LA longer. We're giving you 2 nights.
2 nights. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna book my flight to go back. I'm thinking going off of our season, it's not going to take Taylor that long. You know, we were long, me, Oz, and Xavier, but not this long. And then I was like, I was like, look, I like her, all that. But it's funny because I was the first person. It's so funny. I feel like I broke the internet. I was the first person to get a video and a picture with her and Joseph because I called them on FaceTime and we were able to talk while I was at the airport before I left.
Mm-hmm.
So I broke the internet.
You probably did post the first thing that was out there because it was like hunger. It was like, where's the photos of Taylor?
Yeah, they were. They were like, we need it, or we're gonna have a problem. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was pandemonium, and oh my god, they're asking some questions in my chat. Someone's blowing up my chat right now, asking, when do house guests find out about PR problems? I never had a PR problem, so I never had that experience.
I have never. I had an intern that leaked the cast one time, but other than that, nope.
The whole cast?
Yeah, we had to fire them.
You act like you were the one doing the fire.
I did it, but Tiffany did the firing, but we had to let somebody go because somebody leaked the cast. It was last year's cast, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leah, we leaked you guys. I didn't, but the intern did. And of course, everyone's like, Big D did it. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And they literally put me on an email. I'm like, no. CBS never talks to me. They usually just talk to the head CEO, Tiffany. And I was like, they put me on the email. And I go, now you motherfuckers never answer me. But of course, when it's something leak, it has to be Big D. And I'm like, that wasn't me. That was our intern.
I do hate that you have that reputation. Like, whenever something goes wrong, they're like, it's Big D. Like,
listen, Mickey put me up and they go, it must be Derek behind it.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to start telling them, Jimmy. Shit. Like,
fuck you.
It's crazy. It's just wild. But yeah, they leaked your cast. And I remember being like, we leaked it an hour early than we were supposed to.
Yeah, I was going to say, by leaked your cast, it wasn't like you dropped names and bios and everything. It was like the composite photo of all of you.
Yeah.
And it was posted like an hour before the embargo was lifted.
So insane. Yeah, so
one thing they try to prevent against. That's crazy.
Christina, he hosts a podcast with Tiffany and Hannah. And so when he says we, he's talking about their podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Heavy Crown. So yeah, what happened was our intern at the time, we sent the email over, and they were like, "Okay, you want us, to post this?" And obviously, we didn't read the email all the way through. And I was like, "Oh, child, you in the ghetto?" So we're sitting over there. we sitting over there, and
Mom said, "Who lives in the hood?"
Did you see my white refrigerator when I was in the kitchen?
not the white refrigerator.
Not the white refrigerator. I'll get you home.
Girl, let's go find you.
But you're telling me I have a ritzy little HOA. I'm like, girl, I got a white refrigerator. You shut your mouth.
Okay.
God.
But it was iconic. It definitely did help our numbers. But I remember being like, we're in so much trouble. I was so stressed. I just never been on an email that said all that. I couldn't believe it. It was so stressful because I'm like, CBS never reaches out to me for anything. And I'm like, I hate that they're reaching out to me for this when it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
It was embarrassing.
So wait, did you apologize for leaking the cast?
No, we 100% sent them. We said, hey, we're so sorry. Our intern at the time that we just got, because we had an intern. And we're like, we just got this intern. We're so sorry. We deeply apologize. Please forgive us. Like, we sent everything. And they were just like, we thought there was going to be consequences. And then I was like, okay, we just kind of chill. We didn't even do extra interviews. I was like, we ain't asking for shit. I'm like, we're just not even going to get ourselves in trouble. I don't want to even put us on their radar. And then I remember being like, over the time, like, okay, everything was good. We've been following the rules, so we've been fine. So after that, they still let us do extra interviews. Everything was okay. So this season, I was like, not even going to try it. But based on how everything went down with everybody, I was like, all right, I'm not even going to even entertain it because it's crazy.
Mango.
It's crazy how they did us this season. It's crazy.
Because see here, I experienced Big Brother through Entertainment Tonight and doing those exit interviews and that press access, and I experienced it through hosting one of the Big Brother shows. And so, like, it's interesting seeing how they partner.
I think it's sad that we didn't get a chance to
How they
have.
what?
How they partner.
Oh, what do you mean?
Derek, you want to take it away?
So
I'm trying to keep the CBS job.
Partner.
let me say this. I guess somebody leaked the cast again or whatever. There was some information that was not supposed to be sent out. And somebody sent it out to one of those reality tea shade Twitter thingies. And then CBS was like, okay, F it. Everybody's cut. No one's going to get exclusive content or whatever, except for like their top people, which is like Sharon Tharp and, other people
Like
that
Bloom.
yeah. Rob has a podcast. So everybody else on the outside got cut. I felt like, why are we getting cut? Because we're also alums of the show.
Right.
We're not random fans. We didn't leak it. You could tell where it came from. They were able to tell where it came from, but we still got dragged with it. So that's why everyone's like, why are you guys not doing extra interviews this season? Why are you not? Because I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to feel like we come second best to everything else. We're the only black alums that are covering this show or any other majority of these CBS shows, except for Bryce and Wendell that do, Purple Pants podcast. They do Survivor. So I'm like, we do Big Brother. We want the same exact respect of everybody else. But y'all included us in that, and it just turned me off when I was like, I'm not going to deal with it. I don't even want to, have it. If somebody wants to sit down and do exclusive, we're still approved by CBS. We could do exclusive. That's why I did my exclusive with Jimmy later on. I was like, I don't need to do it right now. I'll do it later. I'm not even worried about it. So that's what kind of turned me off this season. But to tell you the truth, it's been great because I don't want 5 minutes to talk to a BB alum about their whole experience when I'm alum. I want to talk to him and be like, hey, how was your experience? Let's sit down and talk. Not, here we are. We got about 2 minutes. We got to get to the next one. I don't want that shit. Fuck that. So it worked out. That's true.
Yeah.
That's hot tea. I didn't talk about it the whole season, but that's what happened with the exit interviews.
And it wasn't just your podcast. I was really sad to see.
It was a lot.
It was all podcasts.
Did they just cut down exit interviews? Because it still felt like we did a lot of them, but are there supposed to be more? What was that like before the cutting?
If you really want me to say something, it was a lot of that got cut. Right. That was my problem. But before that, if everybody would have got a chance to do an exit.
Can I jump in here?
Yeah.
For a second. I think what I love about 23 and 24, something I'm really proud of, and I know from talking to the Cookout is also really proud of. Both of our exit press, we were very, very adamant about opening up the interviews. So both of us were please, we want more black podcasters, we want more smaller creators, we want TikTokers, influencers, YouTubers, people who create and own their own things to do interviews with us to help us tell stories, right? We want these people to have access to us because they typically have. And I think your season, Derek, and my season really opened up that space, and it's really cool to see. A consequence of that is that you're entering spaces that don't have journalistic guidelines, or they're not experienced with respecting embargoes, or maybe they're fans who love the show, so they're not used. Fans are still fans, and you can't always bank on fans not giving information to other fans who will then leak that information publicly, right? And so I don't say this to say we gave black and brown creators more access, because we gave black and brown smaller creators more access, other small creators were also getting more access. So it really widened up the space for a lot of people to be involved. And I think once that door busted wide open, it was good in a lot of ways, but there was also too many loose ends. You see what I'm saying? And so going into following seasons, you had a lot more leaks. And I want to be very clear. I'm not saying it was the black and brown podcasters that did the leaks. That is not all what I'm saying. I'm saying the space opened up so much wider that other smaller creators, like it's just more exciting to have information. And when you're at the top, you can't control how many people all have information when so many people are getting it, right? And so when more leaks are getting out, I think, I don't want to say it's the network, but like Francis Scott PR is finally going to be set up and be like, okay, like cut it down to only legacy journalism, legacy journalists. So you had Sharon Tharp, Mike Bloom, Dalton Ross. Those are the only, and ET were the only people that were still in the running. And then with that comes like CBS local affiliates, depending on where House Guests are from, that would still get access to interviews. Mm-hmm. And that sucked because the consequence of that is that because a few small creators were so excited to leak things to tea pages and gossip pages, the door that 24 and 23 opened up for small Black and brown creators got shut in their faces. And beyond that, it wasn't just small Black and brown creators, it was also alumni podcasts. And that sucked to see because, like, what's the only alum-run Black podcast? Heavy Crown. Am I mistaken?
No, it's the truth.
The only one. What is like the?
You also have another podcast. Shout out to Reality Kingdom. They're another one. So it's just like. Right, and I love Reality Kingdom, and I love you what to go do them, Leah. Love that. But the thing about it is, like, I just feel like you said, the door was closed on so many people, everybody, and it just frustrated. And I understand, like, okay, we're overwhelmed, but I just feel like it should be, what's the word? Should I say royals? Is that a good word to say? Like, it should be, if you're an alum, we should have got the first go. And stuff like that. But that's just my thoughts on it. I'm not going to touch on it anymore because we bored ourselves to death with this. But I just wanted to kind of let you know, Jimmy, beforehand, and Leah can attest to this, y'all would have had so many, like, there would have been so many people you would have talked to after your exit interview. You would have touched on a lot of these podcasts that you're probably touching on now. Like, even Kamisha's reviews. Like, she was one of the people that also used to interview people after the season, too. So.
Really?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said the girl's name was.
Kamisha Reveals.
I don't think I've seen her. I feel like I feel like it's so crazy because I didn't say yes to any podcasts coming out because they kind of make it a whole thing like, oh, you have to get approval and then no one ever DMs you back about approval about anything. So I kind of just was like, all right. I wasn't really ready to talk about my experience in the beginning. Now it's been almost a year. Now I'm ready to talk about it. But I've been very choosy of who I go on with. But it's just crazy because they are very adamant that unless you get approval, you're not allowed to talk about anything. And then they don't approve anyone for anything ever.
Yeah, that's an issue. I think we talked about that, Leah.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
A whole separate thing when they're like. When they're like, we want you to get everything approved, but we're not going to. Yay, Taylor's back!
My phone died.
No, dang, sis.
That was so funny because I was really spilling and I know it cut out and it gave they got her.
I mean, every time you cut, it gives they got her.
No, feed cut. But anyway, I was saying, yes, when you have small leakers, Reality Kingdom.
And they ruin it for everybody because they take it for granted.
Yes, basically that. And so it just sucks. It really sucked. And I hope that we can get built back. I'm glad Rob has a podcast was able to get back in there because I know that they were initially out for a little bit. And I think that's
Wait, Rob was out for a little bit?
For a second. I think they ended up calling before the first exit interview ended up happening and getting back in there. But that does give me a little bit of hope that I would love to see how they found back in there. I want to see Reality Kingdom back in there. I want to see those are kind of the top two that I can think of right now that I always go to. Yeah, but
yeah,
I want to see more.
And the thing about, I also want people to understand, even though we have a Black network, don't mean we can't have nobody else on there. Okay, I'll be trying because me and Jim about to get some cooking soon.
I was gonna say I was on it, and we got something coming. So
yes. It makes me love to have you come and be a special guest.
I would love to come around.
That would be so fun.
Of course, Taylor, you're always invited. Hannah already told me that she already talked to you, so you already booked for Amazing Race, as I was told. So I was.
Oh, I'm being told right now.
Oh,
Your agent needs to get it together, Miss Hale.
I'm stressed. I'm not even doing. I'm only producing, and I'm already stressed because Hannah and her sister are recapping Amazing Race. So she said,
That was so fun.
"Yeah." So I was like, "Do you guys want me to send me email?" She's like, "We're gonna figure it." I was like, "Okay, let me know."
Well,
Not Taylor, just find out now.
What?
I know. She's finding this out for the first time. You leaked it. You leaked some more information.
Wow,
Right.
Derek, you are the leaker.
No, Jimmy, you're the leaker, allegedly.
I don't know what I'm not gonna get into all that.
My
I don't know what
comments coming from me because of you right now. Go to Jimmy's page.
Oh, is it because of that thing? Okay, whatever. Listen,
Yeah.
whenever there's a storm on Twitter, I kind of just avoid it until they have something else to talk about.
Babe, they're just always going. I'm like, it's
Hey.
so crazy. But
Yesterday was Taylor. Today it's me. Tomorrow it'll be Big
I
D.
think
I'm
it's
sure.
carrying over today a little bit, but give it 24 hours.
Leah, I
Yeah.
feel like you do great with your haters. Like Leah, I feel like you have great people that will fight for you. Straight, and Taylor does too.
I also just love a good clapback. So it's like if anyone wants to try it, I'm always ready to come for you. I also do have a really great group of people who defend me, and I think that's because while I was on the show, my sister and my best friend were literally at the bat for me 24/7, and that's because they're just real ones.
Love that. Oh my god, I love your
Alex in the chat. Alex of Team Alex and Kat.
Team Alex and Kat.
Come on, Team Alex and Chad. You know, me and Alex used to play video games together.
Really?
I believe that.
I just haven't played. He likes to play Apex. He likes to play Apex, but I'm actually about to start playing Apex because that's what Morgan plays. So I might have to bring it back. Because she be yelling.
You can interview Morgan while you guys play games, though.
That would be cute.
That would be really cute.
Actually, that is a great idea because I would love to hear her just keep saying, "Get wrecked, eat shit." I love watching that video of her.
Are you kidding me? That meme of Morgan when she keeps winning comps and it's just a video of her playing video games. Get fucked! Get fucked! Get fucked!
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, Morgan,
No, she's hilarious. Her gaming ones are so funny.
oh my god, you're so hilarious. The fans are great for going back.
The fans have a lot of fun with the digital footprint. I'll tell you that.
Oh, Ashley's digital footprint.
Yeah. You know who still cracks me up to this day? Mimi's is so funny. Mimi's got a tweet.
No.
That one is so funny.
Oh my god. The fact that she just has a tweet for every single thing. I thought I had a crazy Twitter footprint, but she really beats me.
Mimi between whatever comes across her mind.
No, but I mean,
she has for every house guest name somehow. She is literally a prophet. Mimi is a prophet.
He's a prophet of archives.
She literally knows what's happening before it even happens.
It really is crazy. It really, because I think about it, I think about my tweets from back in the day, and I'm like, I didn't say nothing bad. I used to talk shit on people on the challenge. Bad. I'm surprised nobody ever found them. I used to eat them. I used to eat them up because I didn't want to do Big Brother. I always wanted to do the challenge. I wasn't built for Big Brother. I was meant to do baddies or something where I could fight and drink.
Baddies. That's what you should be on.
Is there a baddies category for you, Derek?
They had Bad Boys Club, but Natalie Nunn, she didn't. I could have done it after Big Brother, but I was.
You would have done Bad Girls Club.
Huh?
Huh?
No, I was gonna do Bad Boys Club, but because of the CBS contract, Natalie was like, I can't do it. And then after she was like, you're a little bit too much a good boy. I don't want to put you on here. And I was like, fuck, put me on here. Fuck.
Wait. I found Morgan's video. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh shit, hold on.
Oh my god. It's so funny when they do that.
I'm so horny right now. It's just weird.
Oh my god, please send me that. I need to put that on my story. That is hilarious.
That is funny.
I've been watching her edits and they're so good though because last
Shout out to Tina in the chat.
night I was watching the edit of what did you say?
I haven't seen a single edit of anybody.
Oh my gosh, my whole For You page is edits because I look them up every day. But literally, Morgan has such a good one right now, and I don't remember who made it, but it's like all of just her voting out every single person who's been evicted so far, and I'm like, that is just like she's just such a freaking queen. Like I am just, she's just really tearing it up.
She really turned it around on some real shit, guys. Like,
it's like here, and that's
It's crazy
exactly
because she's
what you
been
want.
playing so hard the whole entire time. Like if I was in there, I'd have been like, this girl needs to just get gone because I know.
I don't know how you don't get tired of that because I was playing so hard and I felt like I was burning out on week 3.
Dude, I swear, I know. Every day I'd be like, I really can't. I don't even think I can do this anymore. Like my brain felt like noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, look how beautiful Ashley is.
She looks
like,
beautiful
such beautiful
sleeping.
sleeping beauty.
Let's see what.
Ashley is ridiculously stunning.
Like it's not even fair. Like, are you joking? Like when I'm sleeping, I'm like,
I'm like,
I want to see what the Vince and the Morgan are talking about.
this girl can sing too.
Oh yeah.
God has favorites.
Oh, if anything happens to you, this conversation's deep. What are we talking about?
We don't think she's going to lose. We still don't like her. Don't like who? There's no way to not like. What?
Oh, sorry. Speaking of edits, Taylor, we were talking about edits. This is like my literal favorite edit, and I watch it every morning. That's a joke, but hold on.
Is it? Oh my god.
Oh, I love this edit. Yeah. So cute. Stop.
Yeah, the edits get me. The fans do a great job of them too. No, that one
They're so
like
good.
there was one that ends with when I was like literally crying and somebody like cut the ending part is me going, Rachel, I couldn't do this without you, and I was like, guys, stop.
My favorites are the ones that everyone edits me and Mackenzie to be in a showmance. Like those are my favorites.
You mean like everybody was trying to get Catherine and Morgan to be in a showmance this season?
Right. I was like, my dream date. Cute. And
Damn, they would have never let me sleep like this in the Big Brother house.
Derek.
I'm so jealous.
someone in my chat said, who
We
is
sound
the
like old, angry people. These new kids are so soft.
Wait, I
They
have a
know what we
question. Do
went
they
through.
get, as people who made it to the ends of their season, do they get more lenient as the season goes on?
Yeah.
About what?
Okay.
Like about
Yeah, they
the
finally
rules?
let us. They finally let us have cards, but keep in mind, in other Big Brother seasons, I saw Jenga, I saw a pool table inside, I saw all this other shit they were
It's-
playing.
Oh yeah, we had bumper pool on my season, and we had Chinese check.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we
I
had
know.
bumper pool. We
Never
had
wanna see
pool.
discussions again in their lives. Sorry, Leah. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. I think I cut you off too. Yeah, we had bumper pool upstairs, like, and then we had chess. I never played any of it though because I was just like, this is not my cup of tea.
Bumper pool was fun. That was like a fun thing to do, but the sound of the pool balls going into the hole will haunt me to this day.
Could you hear it in the HOH room?
You can hear it everywhere. And then Chinese checkers was a fun game, but like it exhausted the feeders out to death. They were like, I never want to see Chinese checkers again.
We literally got chess and pool downstairs. I don't know if they've gotten anything since I've left, but somebody went to the diary room and asked for games, and they were like, no.
Yeah, we did that.
Right.